right, guys. We have a little like UK block. So we got Graham Norton. Try not to laugh up first. Now I'm not too sure about this. This is the Graham Norton show, so I don't know if it's like clips and it has like a bunch of different people on. But this was a request from a subscriber. And then we got Peter K and Mickey Flanagan before we get to the US. So let's jump right in. Try not to laugh with Graham Norton show part 1. Let's get it.
And don't answer this question if you don't want to, Patrick. But I have, I don't know why you brought this up, but I did hear you discuss that you had an extraordinary disagreement with your wife about yourself. Do you know what I'm talking about?
By myself, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh.
Listen, do you know this story?
I do not know
Listen
this
with interest.
One night, as you do, we were talking about stuff. And I just happened to mention, and of course, being circumcised, I said...
They were chatting. They're married. They're married. They're allowed.
And she said, "You're not circumcised." I said, "What do you mean? You've only known me all my life." I remember my mother telling me why, because it was fashionable at the time. She said, "You're not circumcised." I said, "That's ridiculous. I should know if I'm circumcised." Of course I am. End of conversation. But the next day, I happened to be seeing my doctor. Are you okay? I was seeing my doctor for my annual physical.
Of course.
So, while he was down there, I said,
Excuse me, Doc.
oh, by the way, Irv, my wife and I had a little disagreement. I am circumcised, aren't I? Because she says I'm not. And he goes, "Not." I said, no, it's not possible. So he looked down again and he said, "Hey, I'm Jewish. I know the difference."
That is a bizarre
Too
story.
much. I have grandchildren.
You're going to have to change your Facebook status now.
No more beef stew.
Well, there's more beef stew. Were you born in Hawaii?
I wasn't born in Hawaii. I
But
was
you lived
born
there.
in San Francisco, but I did a lot of my growing up there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
so
thought you
it
were
was
born
amazing.
there.
I don't know. I don't think. No.
You told me.
I did. No, I told
I
you.
swore you said.
I've known you for years. I've always said I was
Well,
born
when we
in
were
San-
there, you gave me a big speech like, "This is my land." I started. I swore he told me.
Yeah, I'll share that with that.
I don't hear you.
I just wanted to start that over. I wanted to chime in on the last one.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Like, yeah, how could he be confused, right? And one of the, not just that. Like, what?
I'm
brave-
confused. I thought he was gay. No, I guess not. He has a wife.
Yeah, I think there's another guy that looks very similar to him. That's not him. I think you're confusing him with another guy. I'm almost positive because I think I did the same thing like in the past. But anyway, like
I guess he didn't see a lot of
standoff.
penises in his life, so he was confused. He just went
Maybe.
with what Mom always told him. I don't know.
Yeah, see, you're thinking of Anne. Yeah, see. So, yeah, it's not the same guy. They look similar, they do. But, yeah, but what bravery to actually, like, tell that story on
I mean,
national
some people
television.
just don't. Yeah, some people just don't care. That's not something they're stressed out about.
All right, let's get into this one. Were you born in Hawaii with The Rock?
I love these two together. Kevin Hart.
Were you born in Hawaii?
I wasn't born in Hawaii. I
But
was
you lived
born
there.
in San Francisco, but I did a lot of my growing up there.
Yeah.
So yes,
I thought you were born
amazing.
there.
I don't know. I don't think.
You
No.
told me.
I didn't. No, I
I
told you.
swore you said.
I've known you for years. I've always said I was.
But when
born
we
in
were
San-
there, you gave me a big speech like, "This is my land." I started. I swore you told me.
Yeah, but I'll share that with that.
Well, that now all of a sudden, San Fran. That was San Fran. Then I transferred. When we were there, you gave me a very spiritual speech about how it all started. How your mother held you over this cliff. This is the cliff where I was born, and my mother gave me.
This is the problem. Yes. Try to be respectful. Hawaii was beautiful. Beautiful, mountainside and lushness, and we shot in this beautiful place called Kualoa Ranch, where Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park, was shot, and the ones after that as well, and it was just amazing.
But you didn't like it, Kevin.
He hated it.
No,
this is the problem.
I didn't like it at all. I mean, outside of the spiritual grounds that you took me to, and I swore you even sung a song. You were like,
Just share that
I
with them.
remember. I specific. We'll talk about it later.
Well, one day, how the song
The
goes.
song you were like, Kuna Matata.
Yeah, that sounds like an original.
So did you bring your medals with you? No. Oh, you did? Oh, I thought you might be wearing them. Oh, no, they're just casually in the back pocket.
So we go,
Look, these are proper Olympic medals. Wow. Marion, have you seen an Olympic medal?
I actually did. Yeah.
the French lads beat us.
Oh, was it French people beat you? Oh, the French got gold.
We'll have to go after them, boys.
Is there anyone in Ireland who hasn't seen those medals? they look like being round the block, those medals.
They're fairly tattered, yeah.
And of course...
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I keep missing it. So yeah, Kevin Hart and The Rock. That was hilarious, right? He was really mad at him, you know.
No, I feel like they do that. I don't know.
They must have.
But
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I love them together. I love their dynamic. It's always something like that. You know.
It must have been a movie or something they did because Jack Black's here too. All right, let's jump into this. Did you bring your medals?
So did you bring your medals with you? No. Oh, you did? Oh, I thought you might be wearing them. Oh, no, they're just casually in the back pocket.
So we go,
Look, these are proper Olympic medals. Wow. Marion, have you seen an Olympic medal?
I actually did. Yeah.
the French lads beat us.
Oh, was it French people beat you? Oh, the French got gold.
We'll have to go after them, boys.
Is there anyone in Ireland who hasn't seen those medals? they look like being round the block, those medals.
They're fairly tattered, yeah.
And of course, now, Michael, down in Killarney, word must have reached you of the O'Donovan murder.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I wasn't in Killarney at the time, but everybody knew about it. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And Marion, watching that clip on could you understand the accents?
Nothing, not a word. I understood since. Just that word. I was like,
The movie set with Michael with his thick Kerry accent.
So listen, because the people loved the interviews you did during the Olympics, but like you guys knew you were being funny while you were doing the interviews.
I don't know.
I think it was funny because they were being themselves.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we weren't trying to be serious,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
it just, yeah.
You did
It's kind of happened that way, like.
You
yeah.
did seem very happy to be in Rio.
I was quite serious about the whole situation, though. Everything we told us the truth, like.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, like, people ask us these questions all the time after races. It just so happened they put a camera in front of us in Rio.
And also, you won a silver medal, so suddenly everyone was interested.
Yeah.
But the great thing is, this is like Ireland has never won any medal in rowing before, have they?
Well, not at the Olympics. No, they have a few World Championship titles, all right, but it's the first Olympic medal, yeah.
Woohoo! Very good. And the interview where you talked about your approach to the race, the phrases you used in that. So explain to the people what you said in that. Do you know the one?
What
did we say?
About going A to B fast as you can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 'tis a fairly simple sport, like. There's a start line and a finish line. And you walk on the...
Why complicating it like?
People do complicate it, like. And your men says go at the start and there's a hooter at the finish, and if you can get from goal to the hooter, then...
No bullshit like.
No, I'm trying to think. This is based on your life. I mean, this is things.
Yeah, but
Oh, that was hilarious. Yeah, I think I heard like 3 words: since and like metal and something else. Yeah, that's
Oh, I
hilarious.
understood them fluently. I don't know.
I have trouble. Like Peter Kay and Mickey Flanagan, who we have coming up next. I have trouble, man. I have to really concentrate hard on them just to be able to understand what they're saying a lot of times.
That's
It is what
hilarious.
it is, yeah. And I think that's part of it too. It's like the accent is part of the hilarity to me.
Now I remember when my dad used to get like upset and yell. My friends would be like, "What the fuck did he say?" But I don't know. I hear it fluently, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool that they won the medal for Ireland. You know,
Yeah.
the first. You know what I mean. All right, next
It's a
up.
cool clip. I don't know who she was, but she was French. They're like, "Yeah, we got silver because of the French."
All right, so next up, it's the washing machine story. Let's get it.
loosely, Graham.
No, but things like, isn't the washing machine, that happened to you?
What?
The washing, you were very hungover.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, tell Jodie Foster that story.
All their stories are really cool, though, Graham. When I was teaching, which is what this show is based on, I went home one weekend, and I was in my 30s. I was probably 33 years of age. I went home to see my mother, and then I went back, and while I was at home, my mother did my washing for me, because I was only 33. And then I went back, and on the Sunday night, I got really drunk, and then I went for a curry, and then the next day I went into school. I went into school, and it was a school in Slough, and it was quite a rough school, but they had a really brilliant hearing impaired department, so there were hearing impaired kids who, struggled. They were really looked after in the school. Anyway, I was really hungover. I went there, and about break time, I felt really uncomfortable. I thought something's not right, you know? So I went to the toilet, and I pulled my trousers down, and some of my mother's knickers had got mixed up in the wash she'd done, and I was wearing my mother's underwear. And I went, oh, God, no. Oh, I remember going, oh, you loser, this is such a low point, you fucking loser. And then the curry and the booze kicked in from the night before. So I did like a fecal Jackson Pollock. And I started going, oh, God, not this as well. Oh, Jesus. So I cleaned myself up and I pulled my mother's pants back up. And I went back into the classroom and I saw one of the hearing impaired kids just looking at me like this. And that's when I remembered that I had a microphone directly. Here we go.
A lot of young actors, they revere you, so they look to you.
Oh, that was good. I have no
That
idea.
poor kid.
I have no idea who that guy was, but that was a story right there. I want to hear the whole story, you know.
But you spend half the story going, this poor guy, and then
That
the poor kid at the end.
well, that was a good story, and then you had the twist of the microphone, you know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, what a poor
Too
guy.
funny.
All right, Graham's impressions up next. Let's get it.
A lot of young actors, they revere you, so they look to you. But the other thing you inspire is impressions, people doing impressions. Now, when people do impressions of you, is it like sort of nails on a chalkboard, or do you kind of enjoy it?
No, I kind of enjoy it, especially if they do it well. It's great. I love it.
I only ask. No, because any Hiddlestoners watching will know, Tom Hiddleston does impressions. You do impressions of lots of people. So who's in your canon?
It's a expression of admiration, just to be clear. So I do impressions of people that I admire, and I sort of listen to them. The first time I did an impression that anyone was aware of, I was just telling a story about Midnight in Paris, the Woody Allen film I was in, and how I'd never read the whole script, and I thought it was set in the 20s. And I turned up and I bumped into Owen Wilson, who didn't look like he was in the 20s at all. And I said to him, so wait, hang on, who are you playing? Because I'm playing F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I know Corey Stoll's playing Ernest Hemingway, and we're all playing figures of history. And he went, oh, no. I'm from now. I go back in time. There's a time machine. And, it's kind of cool, and it's kind of woody, and it's kind of awesome.
Very good.
I've been made to do impressions of my fellow Avengers. I think everyone does an impression of Christopher Walken because he's such an easy kind of. You know, I feel like what this show needs is more cowbell. It depends on what you like me to say. Basically, there's no punctuation. Anything that comes out of my mouth. I know whole pages of Heat.
You surprised me.
So there's the scene in the middle of the film, which you'll be familiar with. You were there.
The one person you don't need to explain it to.
He remembers.
You're very good in this.
He remembers. Yeah. There's a scene in the middle of the film, which is because Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. Sorry about this. They're separated, like a great thriller. They're separated for the entire film, and they meet twice, once at the end and once in the middle. And it takes place at a restaurant in LA. It's a great scene. It's one of the great pieces of screen acting you can hope to watch. There it is. There's a picture of it. It's like it's a mutual recognition of each other. Anyway, so there's a bit where they sit and have coffee and have tea and talk about stuff. I'm going on, I apologize. Anyway, so Al Pacino at one point, Al Pacino says this. He goes, so, we're sitting here like a couple of regular fellas. I mean, you do what you do, I do what I gotta do. If I'm there and I gotta put you away, I won't like it. But if it's between you and some poor bastard whose wife you're gonna turn into a widow, brother, you are going down. And then Michael Mann cuts back to the esteemed gentleman at the end of the sofa. What if you do got me boxed in? I'm not gonna put you down. We've been face to face. Yeah. But I will not hesitate. Not for a second. And that's my... This is so meta. I feel like I've gone into a parallel universe where
You're playing all these parts.
Yes, I apologize.
No, that's great.
I did an impression of Ken Branagh.
That was my favorite scene in the
Was
movie.
it your favorite scene?
Yeah.
It's a
Still?
Yeah. No, but my favorite scene that was written before, not because of doing it, but my favorite scene written in the film.
Yeah.
You know, that
It's a great piece of writing.
Yeah,
It feels like it plays in two singles in a way. Like And it's like the most beautiful game of tennis.
Did you each do lots of takes? Did you do lots of
I
takes?
forget how many takes we did. I don't think we did more than 5 to 8 or 9 at the most. Maybe less.
And you talk about your dreams and you talk about your life. It's so great. It's so great. There's that bit, another bit where you go. Well, you know, he says, Pacino says, So you never wanted a regular type life. and Bob, may I call you Bob?
Yeah.
Bob says, what's that, barbecues and ball games? Yeah. Amelia, obviously your mother loves you because you...
Oh, that was pretty good.
That was less funny, but more, more cool. I love that actor, obviously, from the Avengers and stuff, but, yeah, I didn't know he could impersonate, and he's pretty funny. He's pretty good.
It's you know, it's one of those things where it's like, that's a little tough to do in front of him, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, it takes guts, right?
Definitely.
All right, this next one, Amelia's mother. Let's get it.
You're her daughter.
Yeah.
But she... Amelia, obviously your mother loves you because you're her daughter.
Yeah.
But she is actually a sort of a fan as well.
No, it's not quite that. It's, well, no, she is. Oh, goodness, right.
Yeah.
So, one day my mum came to set on the Star Wars set, and I was getting this thing called cyber-scanned, which is where you stand in this kind of loads of cameras and they kind of take your form and put you into a computer and make a toy or some sort of merchandise or your face on a cushion. And so I go off and do this and I come back and Mum's like, I've made a great friend. And I'm like, brilliant, it's lovely, excellent. And she's like, it's the merchandise, you know, director of all of Star Wars or something. And I'm like, well, that's very impressive. And then before I know it, what comes in the post is loads of cushions with my face on it. So my mum gets to see it a fair amount, you know, but apparently it's not enough. So I was kind of blown away at how much merchandise there is.
Yes,
It's
but
really,
also...
and it's not even, I mean, it's just the beginning. It was like the pre-merchandise. Not even the real stuff is out yet, and my mum has all of it. But doesn't know about the doll yet, so we'll
Also, this is so weird. I don't know, is this in your flat or her house,
God, no.
this room?
Right, OK, so basically, she thought it'd be really funny if I came home and it was everywhere in my room.
OK, so this is Amelia's actual bedroom.
Well, let me just clarify. It's like a joke, and then, oh my goodness, and we found the photo, but it's not like that now. There is another reason why I'm single.
You took a first date back to that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Come on in. I just did this whole thing once. I don't have a CV, I just have a bedroom.
But this is cool, though. So your mother, a big fan,
Yeah.
but Brad Pitt, also a very big fan.
That was the best night of my life.
Yes.
Literally.
Tell the story quickly. Tell the story quickly.
Yeah, there was a duvet.
We're all ears.
Sheets, slippers. No, yeah, there was this auction thing that happened, and they called me and said, "Would you, do you want to auction something off, like maybe sort of an experience?" Watching the show with you or something, and I was like, okay, it's lovely, it's great for charity.
Yeah.
It'll be for some, something.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine. Anyway, so I get there, and it's basically it'll be a good thing. I get there and it's basically like this. It's basically it's the Oscars. Like there's so many celebrities in this room, and I suddenly remember that I said that I would auction something off, and so the fear grows. So I was petrified, absolutely petrified, and then the person whose table I was on is a friend, and he was being very kind and kind of put the paddle up, and I was like, thanks very much. That's very sweet. That'll be that. And then someone else's paddle went up across the other side of the room, and I didn't really know, and then suddenly it was sort of becoming a bit of money, and I was kind of thinking, oh, this is absolutely mental, and someone went, it's Brad Pitt, and I was like, lol. Sure.
Like for free.
Yeah, exactly. And I look over to the room, and he's got his paddle up.
Brad's paddle.
Brad's paddle.
Was the paddle involved in the experience?
No, not quite. Well, it didn't work out because the person who was my friend, I think it was probably all set up. The person who was my friend ended up, doing the highest bid. But yeah, I just kind of looked over with just the most insane emoji heart eyes, being like, "This is just the greatest moment of my life."
Oh, that was good. I think that the she's from Star Wars, I guess.
Isn't she Darnarius too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
she's
thought it
adorable.
was. That's what I thought it was, but I guess I didn't know she was in Star Wars. But
I love when stars are starstruck. She's so cute. That was
yeah,
hilarious.
hilarious.
She's adorable.
I
Just her
think-
personality's funny.
Exactly. I think the guy with with his mother's bloomers and the microphone takes the cake out of all of them. I thought I laughed the hardest at that one, at least.
That was
All right, guys.
a little trauma in there
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Covered all the bases.
All right, guys. Hopping in.